How's it going? Welcome to my kitchen. I am Chef Darwin. This is Cooking Up. Today we're going to do something kind of out of the ordinary. We're going to use up some leftover cheese. You can see it down here on this view. I have sharp cheddar. I have French Gouda. I have an aged Swiss. And one of my favorite all-time cheeses, a nice creamy Havarti. There is something about a Havarti cheese, a creamy Havarti, that's just genius. So, tools of the trade. I have my pan here, non-stick, one of those miracle pans that came with my magnetic resonance cooking system. I have a pat of butter in the pan. Despite the fact that this is non-stick, I like it to crisp up my tortilla. I have one spatula or spatula. Always have a knife at the ready. May not need it, but I have it. And basically, for this application, that's it. Simple, easy, fast. Now, what I've done is I've halved a tortilla. As you can see, that is one tortilla cut in half. Normally I would use a whole one, but I'm trying to cut down on portion size along with carbs. So, let us layer some cheese on there. These are low-carb tortillas. Approximately, there's 6 grams of carbs in each one after you've subtracted the fiber and whatnot. So, keeping the cheese away from the edge, I'm going to begin to layer up the different cheese flavors here. So I've put 4 pieces of cheese in here, 1 of each. It should make for a nice mixture. I'm going to spread that out just a little bit so we get some better coverage. I'm going to rearrange and put the creamy Havarti in the middle. Leave yourself an edge. They're all looking at it down there. There goes my butter. That's good. Leave yourself a nice edge so you have room to close the quesadilla on itself. That way you don't have cheese gushing out all over the sides of the quesadilla. Give that butter a nice whip around there. So make sure all surfaces are covered. Give it a chance to cool off just a little bit. Place the top half on. Some people would butter the insides, but again, I am not looking to put that much fat in my diet. I mean, cutting carbs is one thing. Cutting fat, watching portion size, it's all relative. So here we are. You can see down here, well, if you look down there, you can see down there. We're frying this up, sauteing it in light butter. Got a little heat going there. I'm going to flip this on. Hopefully you can still hear me. That's my exhaust fan so we don't set off the smoke alarm. Of course, that is how we tell if dinner's done or not. You just want to get it to where cheese starts melting on one side, because we will turn this over so both sides get evenly cooked. Got some smoke. That's okay. The butter will get brown. That's a given. Butter does that. It's got a very low smoking point. But don't worry about it. Most of it will soak up into the tortilla as you cook. But the residual is what you're going to see smoke, which doesn't scare me none. And over she goes. Nice dark brown color on there. That'll crisp up nice too when you bite into it. It should be good and crunchy. I can see the cheese starting to melt and kind of squishing out the sides, which is okay. Don't want that to get too out of hand. And I'm going to serve that on the same platter that the cheese came from. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Chef's prerogative though. And as you can see, in that camera, things are done. Just that quickly you have a snack. And there you have one finished quesadilla. I want to give it a couple of seconds to cool off before I go biting into it and blister my mouth. That would be no good, and everything else for the rest of the day would taste, well, crappy or non-existent. There you have it. A half of a quesadilla. There's nothing better than coming home after work and putting together a snack that takes no longer than 5 minutes to put together. We had leftover cheese. Of course, you can grate fresh cheese on that. That wouldn't be an issue. There's the leftover cheese. We had low-carb tortillas, cut in half, put the cheese in the middle, pat of butter in a non-stick pan, got it hot, throw it in there, just toast it up on either side. You have a crispy, delicious, nutritious, low-carb treat for a snack. Just that quick. One more bite just for fun before we go. And the cheese, whatever cheese you use, is optional. In this case we had 4. We had cheddar, Havarti, French Gouda, and Swiss. But if you want to put mozzarella in there, you put mozzarella in there. It's up to you. It's your snack. You enjoy it. Okay? Okay. There you have it. You've been watching me, Chef Darwin, and cooking up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye now.